Merry Meet, and welcome to our stream, everybody. This is Ariel, and we are streaming on... we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. This is a general reading for all signs for today, the 18th of October, 2023. Moderating today on YouTube are the lovely Suzanne. Is the lovely Suzanne, and observing is the lovely Vicky. Moderating on Twitch is the lovely Shirley. Thank you so much, Shirley, and thank you so much, Suzanne, and thank you, Vicky, for joining us. Thank you for all of you for joining us for this general reading. If you happen to be watching on a restream on YouTube, you can fast forward through all my shuffling using those timestamps. Okay, today I'm reading with the Tarot of the Master. It looks like this has gone out of print. I couldn't find a link for it, but I did put a link in the video description for our shop that has all the tarot decks that are currently available. Let's purify with this Verbena by Provence Santé. 3 sprays in a room is more than sufficient. It's lovely. Van, you know. This goes out to a lot of people, this reading does, so if for some reason it doesn't seem to apply to you, just disregard it, because it may not be meant for you. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your own individual sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign, and you can find all of those very easily, all the restreams for the tarot readings, on the website, ariels-corner.com, arielscorner with a hyphen.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link right there in the main menu. If you're watching on YouTube, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch, please make sure you follow us on Twitch. You can also watch on Twitch without any ads when you subscribe to us there. If you'd like to give us a donation, you can go to paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. If you're watching live on YouTube, you could use a super sticker or super chat. If you're on YouTube on a restream, you could use a super thanks to give a donation. We also have other donating methods that, if those don't strike your fancy, and you can find all of that by going to the footer of any page on our main website at ariels-corner.com, arielscorner with a hyphen.com. I don't read with card reversals, so that's why you'll see me flipping cards right side up. It's just how I like to read. All is well, I promise you. I'm super excited to read for you today. I'm going to shuffle this up maybe 2 more times. Then I'll give this deck a nice clean cut, and we'll see what's on the cards for everybody today, the 18th of October, 2023. All right, we start off with the 6 of Coins, yay, the 4 of Swords, yay, and the 3 of Wands, triple yay. I love it when this happens and we have a good day. So enjoy the good day today. That doesn't mean that there might not be problems or challenges, of course, but there's the overall energy of this day is quite lovely. Many of you have been looking at the fact that your small little ego mind isn't everything, and that there might be a universe that's bigger than you. There might be, there might be things that you don't know. Maybe you don't know everything. Maybe you're not smarter than every other intelligence in the universe. And that's what the 6 of Coins likes to do for us, is to remind us that if we just look to a higher intelligence, and you don't have to name it any one thing, but if you look to the higher intelligence that is the source of your life, and you give any of these problems that many of you are having, some financial problems it looks like, and you give those problems over and you ask for relief, that you get flooded oftentimes with all kinds of ideas and inspirations and maybe even events and whatever, the resolution basically. And while that's happening, it's saying it's important for you to stay soft, for you to stay tender, for you to stay loving, for you to not get involved in the conflicts. In fact, to detach from conflicts that may be happening around you, and to just take yourself out of that, at least for now. That's not always appropriate, but right now it is, because when you do that, then you give free rein to this power to fix whatever or heal whatever these issues are. Some of you, it's health problems. Some of you, it's financial problems. But whatever it is, those problems are not only healable and solvable, but infinite intelligence is very eager to help you. And so as you let go of your control and you realize that you don't know everything, and that that's a good thing to recognize, then you become open and receptive to the intelligence that does know everything. And then to keep that energy flowing, you pull away from the conflicts and you just say no. You don't get pulled into anybody's conflicts. Well, what happens when you do that is that everything starts to form. It starts to take shape. This Three of Wands is saying you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna probably get inspiration and be motivated to do things. And when you're not letting that be blocked by getting involved with interpersonal conflicts or conflicts in general in this world, you just automatically just say, I'm gonna, for today, I'm going to detach from conflict. When you do that, then the manifestations just start to form. They just start to come together. A lot of those manifestations, it says here with this Three of Wands, start to form because you get very fired up about something in a good way. You get very motivated. You get very excited. You get very inspired. And you start following your intuition rather than thinking you have to come up with it yourself. And when you do that, it's as if there were no problems. It's as if these problems were never a big deal. And you look back and you say, what was I so worried about? That was so easy. Well, you discovered the formula for that, at least according to this reading, that heals whatever those problems are. You recognize the problem. You recognize you don't know how to fix the problem. You ask for help, and you align yourself with the intelligence that does know how to fix the problem. You allow it to come in, and you do your part, which is to stay disconnected and disengaged from conflict for the day, and follow your leads, follow your intuition, and just get real busy doing whatever it is that you are excited to do. And you look back and you say, whoa, that was easy. What happened? All right, so we have a Five of Cups. We have a 10 of coins. Wow. And another Four of Wands. So this is beautiful. So we've got 2 4s, so we've got Jupiter also. That's important to recognize. When we have two or more of the same number, then it's more than just what is on the card. We've got an overall planetary influence. So for those of you that are dealing with these financial issues, it's a reaffirmation that expansion and resolution is at hand, and it's up to you to allow that to happen. This Five of Cups is saying don't allow your own past, it's like many of us, I don't know anybody that hasn't had some sadness, especially recently, and even some depression. And it's like, whoa, it's a hard world to live in, isn't it? This is not an easy world. It's a painful world. And just even looking around at you, even if everything is okay in your life, just looking at other people, it's hard not to get really depressed. Right? And it's saying it's okay to honor that, and especially the memory of that, but you don't want to get pulled into that. You don't want that to become what informs you. You want to acknowledge it, but you want to call on, like I said, that higher intelligence to show you another way. Don't make decisions based on your sadness. Make decisions based on your understanding that you don't know, that there is a better way that you're not aware of yet, but you're willing to be shown. When you do that and you pull back and you disengage from that conflict, it's as if everything just appears. This is a beautiful card, this 10 of coins. It's just, it appears, it manifests. It's so easy, so effortless, and it's a beautiful thing. Now, this Four of Wands is saying, and we've had this several times, so I think it means business over these past week or two. We've had this Four of Wands show up again and again and again. It's saying, please take time to get things in order. Please take time to finish unfinished tasks. Please take time to get your, and again, it's not so much getting your things in order like it was with the household magic, get your closets in order, although that's fine to do. This is more order as far as priorities. Get your priorities straight. What's important? And just realize that you could even list out what are the most important things for me. So it's not so much a to-do list. I should do this. I should do that. I should do this. Make a priority list, which is, I really want to be doing more of this. I really want to be doing more of that. These are the things that are so important to me not things I should do, not things that should get done, but what are the things that are important to me. And I have a feeling, if you've been dealing with this Five of Cups, these things have not been on the front burner. They've been on the back burner, or maybe even in the oven on low, or maybe even in the refrigerator waiting to be prepped. You have not been taking care of these things because you've had things that you considered were probably more important that needed to be taken care of. We've talked about this, I think it was yesterday. It's not more important. What's important is what your heart tells you is important. So go ahead and make that list today if you have time. What is important to me? What are my priorities? Not what should happen, not what's important for everybody else in my life, but what do I want to do? Right? And we're not saying do that instead of taking care of other people, do that instead of taking care of your responsibilities, but don't exclude this and put it on the bottom of the list. Put these on the top of the list, or at least intermingle them with the other things. So this Three of Wands, also, threes are Saturn. It's saying a lot of what these priorities are that maybe haven't been getting enough attention are things that have been for a long time in your life been important to you, or things that you've either wanted to do or you used to have time to do them, and that if you can just engage a little bit more with what it is that you love, that the manifestations of all of these healings, of this financial healing, etc., will be so sped up. It will be so sped up. So we've got, when I see this Four of Swords right next to this Three of Wands, it's saying by disengaging from the situations at hand, by disengaging from any conflictive situations, things that are in conflict around you, by pulling back, you go right into the engagement with the activities that you love. In other words, stop fighting with somebody and instead go do your artwork for half an hour. Instead of getting all into having an opinion about something that you have nothing to do with, go and play your piano for half an hour. Whatever those things are that are important to you, that you've been putting off. Right? And when you do that, what that does is it plugs you into that mystical energy that enlivens your desire to do those things. And that mystical energy then is the expedient method through which these financial problems or these health problems are very quickly healed, even though they may not seem like they have anything to do with one another. Well, I don't get paid for practicing the piano. I'm not even very good at the piano. Well, that's okay, but you love doing that. This is one of the things that you love more than anything else. So you're going to give a half an hour to that today. And by just sitting in that energy will manifest in whatever way as the manifestation of your of the resolution of this issue, of this problem, whether it's a health problem or a financial problem. So there's so much going on in here. You might want to listen to this reading over again because there was so many different aspects to this reading. It's a very kind of complex reading, but it's so good. It's such a good day. I think the basic tenor of this is you don't know how to fix the problem, but there's a part of you that does. That's outside of your ego. So call on that higher intelligence. You can call it whatever you want, God, goddess, whatever. And call on that higher intelligence to show you. Ask that you be led, disengage from the conflict, and instead engage in the things that you love, even if only for a few minutes a day. And take some time today to prioritize what's important to you. And not based on what other people think you should do, but what you think is important, what you want. If there were no restrictions, what would you be doing? And make that list and prioritize those things. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. And thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Suzanne and Shirley, and welcome, Vicky. And we will see everybody for another general reading tomorrow. Blessed be.